Greetings Earth, back with another video. I'm going to be talking about my ex-wife and the organized crime from past life. I'm not really prepared to fight this demon yet, because there's so many demons, and this is a very powerful demon. She's now being put into like a category that I might not be able to win, because I'm in Brazil and they keep me broke and keep me unfamous, unpopular, so that I never win. I didn't see this woman coming. Now I see what she's all about. The world is putting a gay man trying to clone me, and he has many different types of subjects. He's gay, he's homosexual, he's transvestite, like wait list for free surgery. He's like a entrepreneur, he's an engineer, he's a James Bond, he's like a puppet from the police, he's like a Afro-descendants bitch, I'm sorry, excuse my French. He's all kind of things. And this woman, she's an extremely smart person in her own world. She likes to play like a psychic. And she's very seductive. She seduces anyone from children to older people. Older people, she uses the 40s movies and the type of like a, the 40 women that they're like very respectful and they're all nice and stuff. But it's not true. Most of them, they're all prostitutes. They're all like a very chic prostitute. They're like a famous luxury prostitutes. Americans are such a waste of time, such a waste of labor, such a waste of our lives, because Americans, it's so amazing, beautiful, and I hope I died there. If I don't, at least I had the pleasure to live there and to understand and to taste a little bit of the culture. But meanwhile, right now, is that what I see is that there's blondes in a way. They're using my ex-wife as a target. Probably this is what they do. They married a blonde woman with a guy that none speak English. All the gay men focus on the guy because they like men that are kind of like innocent. They develop a crush and a loss towards innocent men. Older men, they focus on real estate, cars, and economy, manipulation, everything else. Some of the old men are very sweet. They shared a lot of their secrets with me, which I care with me very dearly. If someday I get back to the game, I will enjoy, I will do more serious. I will always wear a tie. I will always be the best shoe shine that will always be, but not for meantime, I'm just gonna watch what these people gonna do with my past life, which they manipulated, which they simulated, and they boycotted. I don't know where they're gonna hide me unless they kill me. If they kill me, it's gonna be very like a scandal in the world, because I've been making videos about this. These people, what they do, they married me or like a person, and they will repeat this process. They marry a person with a blonde woman, which she's very smart. She's built when she's little. That character is called Dakota. Dakota, it's a fetish little girl that they try to turn all blondes into it, which will be impossible for her to get married. They put her in tattoos. They put her in pierces. Pierces on her tits, they put pierces on her mouth. And this way, when we talk about homosexuals and all creatures out there, they take over our women, and then they take our private with our women, and then they expose them, and then they take them out of our marriages and scandal them into some Hollywood gossip or some blog or some BS stuff that they create. That's why the whole reason why they expose, and they manipulate the person to wear nipples piercings. Then they start working on the person's mind to make sure that she will believe that being naked in public it's the right thing to do, which is nice. And then they create a bunch of arguments in her mind that she will argue against people, very like argumentative. She's very smart. She has a lot of vocabulary. She writes extremely well. But the main thing is it's wrong. And then she, back in the day when Facebook and all websites were like news yet, it was like brand new. She, I don't think I was dreaming, but she appears as in her profile on Facebook topless, which right now you can't find her on Facebook anymore. They blocked her. So all these people together, Jesse Taylor, Nicole Coulivan, Nicole Place, like Gina G, all these people, they're all together. Black people, they are just like scumbags that sit there as like a prostitute. They call, what's that? There's a name of guys that sell women. He's like a freak. He wears like a real crazy collars and a hats, and he's just a prostitute. What's the? It's a gangster thing that they sell all women. So it's a mixed match that they simulated past life. They focus on single men, and as I'm speaking to you right now, they focus on our bottom. For them, their argument, it's our bottom. They think that our private parts, it's what is going to stop us from telling the world about them. Am I winning from America? Am I surpassing America? Of course not. America is still the boss, yeah, but I'm still a human. I'm still have to claim for my rights, for my basic man rights. What these people do, they put a bunch of prostitutes and male prostitutes and crash pads all over the world. These people are extremely smart. They give them a lot of computers, a lot of Apple products, a lot of fancy cars, and these people are there just to overcome anyone that will be born in the world. They're there. Let's say you graduate, you everything. When you show up, there will be a mystery person that will overcome you in a different zone, a different area, a different video. Whatever you do, they will do better, which is the main subject of majors. There's always someone better than you. That's why we call him the verb, or her or him the verb. But that doesn't mean that we have to just be their slaves. But that's exactly what they want you to be. And if you're not their slave, they will work on your masculinity, or they work on you to become a lesbian. They'll put extremely hot, extremely spoken. They must guard in life to hit on your woman until she becomes lesbian. Once you break your principle of being with the same sex person, then they will bring more and more creatures that they will speak the way you want to hear. They will work. The FBI put people in closed rooms. They torture people to shape them exactly into fooling you, because somehow, somewhat, you might have something that they want. A book that you cracked, codes of the internet, codes of the universe, the codes of the internet, the codes of the TV, how the TV it's made to show the image on people's apparatus. They want to know what you know, and they will waste anything is possible just to see you become their slaves. All the banks are full of themselves. It's all BS. All banks, there's always a catch on banks. There's always a prostitute behind the scene waiting for you to open the account. The account is only made so that they can drain money from your own personal money flow. If you get loans, only your children will pay loans. They will repeat the process they did against you, against your children. As we speak right now, Americans are building farmers. They are building underground mansions, and they are still setting up themselves away from the country, away from the world, which they will try to torment, piss off, and daredevil and challenge others through video. That's why they focus more on videos. Videos, they want to check us each and every day. That's why in our street locally, somehow Americans manipulate them to make storms every day so that you can get pissed off and you gain courage and you go online and you tell the public about your error. This way, American is putting us against each other. That's exactly what they do in families. They get a bug inside your family, and then they create like a bug inside your family, and then they make no one get along with each other. Why do you think Americans, they don't get like Christmas together? They all at 16 they put the person away, they put the person out, so that that person can work, pay rents, and do things so that they can observe that person. No one, Americans' plan is to break family apart, is to break cities, is to break everyone, because they want to implement only American society. only American law, only American Constitution. So when you treat a kid a certain way, they will empower against you, saying that in America you're supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. They will tell you what to do with your own kids. They will tell you what to do with your own wife. As you having sex with your wife, there will be a clone of you and your wife having sex with a guy with a bigger parts, or like a gigantic or African abnormal man having sex as exactly time as you are with your wife. Your wife, they will put celebrities to copy the way she is, the way she speaks. As more nasty and more obnoxious she is, they will train more and more Hollywood celebrities to piss you off, just like they are being right now in my face, constantly trying to piss. Which you're wasting your time. You don't piss me off. She's right now, she's pissing me off because she wants to blow. She wants to like do porn. She wants to do Playboy. She wants to do this. So she wants to, if she haven't done yet. Last night I had a nightmare with them. Kind of like, there is this force that shows me things, and now I can't. Before I used to trust like thorough. I used to trust like really 100% on God and what dreams used to tell me. And some psychics, like when they're strangers, not the person that lives with me. But now it's difficult because I know Afro-descendants and pigs and people all over the world, they like to mess with people when they're sleeping. They like to create dreams for you. They like to create nightmares. They work on your headache. They work on your migraine. They focus. They make cells get together as a cell. People, they do voodoo so that they can work on your headaches. They work on your brain and your body decisions so that you can start taking medications. And then you will, when you last notice, you're going to be like addicted to that. They work on your family, and especially your mothers, to become obese so that they can stay in front of TV 24/7. And then they can control her, and then she can control you because you're living under her roof. Or your father, they're always gonna get like a hot woman for your father so that your father can divorce your family. With your father out of the picture, it will be so much easier for neighbors to piss you off, to provoke you, like random, like really stupid people, be honking, sending thought-provoking, sending noise-provoking. That's what demons are doing. That's what my neighbors are doing to me. They're all cynical, they're all gay, they're all bisexuals, they all live with some woman, they got some kids, and they pretend to be like a happy family, but they're focused on my small family property. They're like, oh, eventually these people will move out. These people won't take this forever. We're putting kids yapping at them. We're jamming like criminal motorcycles all the time in the street, 24/7, like noise, yapping, and constantly harassing me when I go poop, constantly harassing everyone, constantly putting all the obnoxious women to beg for some interaction, for some butthole mental lecture interaction that they do not know how to do, and they think they do. Meanwhile, gay people position themselves as police, very important police, lawyers, like extremely leaders of some BS thing. Afro-descendants, they're all becoming very rich because they don't pay any taxations. So they go inside a store and they just walk out with any car that they want just because they sung. And then they say that so will pay in the future. No one is paying for anything. Generations after generations are just passing through us, and only Afro-descendants in the ghetto, they're getting all the toys, they're getting all they get Bentleys, and then they put in the garage, and then they say there will be different people in the future, and then taxation shows up, and then they kill the person, they kill lawyers in court, and then a new Afro-descendants will rise, and then only white people are becoming homeless. Afro-descendants are like helping each other in the ghettos on poverty and favelas, everywhere else. Women are all prostitutes. They all live in a cross pads on schools, and they're creating their own little stupid laws in schools, which they repeat this stupid laws in the street. That if you break one of their school laws at the street, even if you don't know the laws, they call you a loser. They start picking on you. They say that you are the one, and then the whole society start like yapping at you because you have no idea. These people are living in a crash pad of schools, that they're having sex, they're eating there. They're setting up their future inside schools, like colleges where there is only prostitutes. Women are leaving their family's house at 16 to go fuck anything that moves outside of their walls. They blind you. As before, I never noticed like that. Blondes were the queen. They're the queens of everything. They are the queens of everything. White people, white men, they either had two choices. They either become the blonde women bitches, or they will chase Asian women. When they are chasing Asian women, they start problems with other men from other countries. Blonde women, they are focused on retarders and Afro-descendants and analphabets from provinces that do not speak English. That way, she used guys like me to create karma against my life. Then whenever she divorced me or still learn my business or learn from me or learn from my contacts and start searching about my contacts, she will divorce me and she will start traveling around, fucking anything that moves everywhere. India, China, she will focus on the countries that are moving the economy, because she'll focus on flight attending. She will focus on entrepreneurship, that she can fly for free. She can like just sleep with the pilots of the for men it will be very difficult, because we don't just open our legs and get free passes. For us it's very difficult. We are fighting not only Afro-descendants that they're constantly at our faces. We're fighting homosexuals that they're not merciful. Once they pick on you, if they do not like you, you're dead, you're done. They destroy people's life. If you have a career of years and years and years, there is no bigger force in top of blonde women, organized crime, and homosexuals. They are basically like the evil of life. Are they evil? No, they're not evil, but they are playing the evil at life. Once you pass 32 years old, and then they like, okay, we succeed destroying this person's life at school. He won't get any career. We are positioned on internet coding. We are spread his personal life all over the world. There's no way this man can make. The only thing we can pick on him now is to make him a savage. He will hit the ground. He will hit the jungle. Then we'll put criminals and Afro-descendants and Zulu tribes, because they do not stop. They're all gays and bisexuals. We're gonna put them to chase him, and even if he survives, we're gonna relive his life, just like Forrest Gump, or like the chase. There's no chase. They will marry my ex-wife with some new guy, and then they will relive my life with my ex-wife. This how freak they are. They are reliving my life of the United States with my ex-wife, and then they're putting what they're reliving in my face 24/7, so that they can get a reaction from me. I feel so sad, because I know the woman. I've been with her. It's so unfortunate that she wasn't for real. That thing, what we have wasn't real. It's so sad, and all the other things. But now it's easy for me to make decisions. Like when I look at the United States, I go like, I know what you do in San Francisco. I know you see every video, each and every tease YouTube that you show, it's either like my neighbor, some fat ass neighbor, that a better version of fat ass neighbors that you guys jam around me, or is some crime subject of the United States, a lesbian woman, or you guys are trying to incriminate me about drugs because you sell drug and you want to incriminate others, because later on your prostitutes need to incriminate a guy so that they can laugh, because your prostitutes are developing a very mean way of humor. Your humor is to laugh at someone's disgrace. And I noticed that. Do you know what that is? It's because you're so fucking stupid, because you do not know how to understand other jokes, and you only laugh when men do not know, and when men are suffering. That's when women laugh. So sad. And probably that's your strategy to create homosexuals. One, women are. You are trying to, it's not everyone. There's a lot of sweet honeys out there. I would love to spend some time, trust me. It's like I watch movies, I watch TV and internet, But unfortunately, 80% of you are trying to eliminate men with short penis out of the world. First, you destroyed his family, and then you fool him with a regular life, which is not. When you're fooling men, right at this second, you're fooling the other me. He's younger and he's out there. You're fooling him that he's going to make it. So right now, he's riding a motorcycle just like I used to. I used to have an R1 too, just rah, back and forth, thinking that I'm the hot shit. You're fooling him because you're going to repeat that. Probably you're repeating Diane as well. Then what you do, you give all the toys to Afro-descendants, and then Afro-descendants are the ones 24/7 criticizing every single person online. He plays as a friend. He's not a friend. He's a Will Smith DNA. He's like almost like the entire planet. I have no idea how he deals with so many luxuries. He holds a lots of money in his bottom, and he's taking that very, very good. It's like it's a lot of losers that you're losers. Basketballs, guys, they have mentions. They hold. You hold. You didn't buy any mention. You holding. You're playing basketball for NBA, and then you checked on my wife because you probably jealous. You couldn't find like your own blonde, and then you had to probably work on mine. It has to do with the book as well. Then there's a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy, and then you play basketball from NBA, you hold the mentions, and then you're like, I don't want anyone in my mentions, I'm gonna rule this. You get rappers, all the rappers got all the best cars, you don't pay any taxes, no taxations. So if someone in America tried to charge you for taxation, you threat his life, you probably murder them, and they all back up, and you stay with Bentleys and extremely expensive cars, extremely expensive jewelries that you fooled us back in the day when you were playing gangsters in movies and all that. Then you used to rent cars, and then you like from renting you start buying, promised to pay but you didn't pay, and then you would steal cars and then become gangsters. No one could take it from you, and then you start like, okay, other countries are watching, so let's just steal cars and make videos and charge other countries, and so you're making the other countries become third world countries, and we lose our rich way of living, because Brazil used to be rich. Now we're not rich anymore. Now we all ghetto, because it's better for you criminals to make everyone ghetto. That way you always gonna look down on us. Then you create hostels and shelters and albergues for homeless. Whenever we try to run from our lives, which is the disgrace that you create for us in our environment, we have to move out. If we pass through South America, which is a bunch of Indians, all the way to like the beach, when you get to the beach, if we survive that, if they don't kill us in the process of living, we have to deal with the Zulu tribes and Black Afro-descendants. They are just you're just silly. You just have the need. You never had a father. You never had any mother. So you have the need for attention. And then whoever you see is moving, you think that you have the right to be in that person's face, or to stop that person somehow, or to swing at someone. You're just this weird. There's a lot of smart Afro-descendants out there, but you always after something. It's just you complain about prejudice and racism, but you never just legit. You're never just spending time. You never just being like other people. You always after something, after our wives, after our girlfriends, after our cars, after our clothes, after what it belongs, our cell phone. You never just being. You're just after something. You're just collecting things taken to the ghetto throws at some cracker lands. They just, when you less expect, our belongs are at the garbage. And you are creating more and more ghettos, and to never let us restart again. For example, myself, when I was running from you Afro-descendants in New Jersey, Miami, I didn't understand that you could start provoking me. You begged me for my clothes. I start throwing my clothes in the ground. And then your street, whatever that thing is, you would steal my clothes. And then the last thing I had was my bag, my Puma bag, my red Puma bag. You always had some fat ass guy trying to follow me, but because I was running 5 miles, he couldn't follow me anymore. And then you suggested me to eat food from the garbage, and then you told me to throw the bag away. I threw the bag away. You didn't leave me alone. Then it came the voice telling me if I was the son of God, I should jump inside the airport. I did. And then there was came like, check out their technology. All this nonsense they put on me. So now I know what it is. So for me, it's Afro-descendants waiting in the top for like a takeover of a civil war. The bottom is all gay. The ones that are not gay are becoming gay, or they are in the process of gay. Blonde women command the whole thing. She's like the boss of everyone. She's a prostitute. She's a chic prostitute. She knows now she has a potential to take over the world. She will not back up. I know the style of this demon. Asians are out there. They're like the hopes of many men like myself, but they are being far away from us because Satan will put a lot of nasty, a lot of stuck up style on them. So they will only look at men that are extremely rich. I only gonna get that when I'm extremely old, and that won't make any sense anymore. So I'm gonna spend the rest of my life enjoying myself. So thank you very much, and fuck you too.